Hi, I'm Ted with the Capturx team, and I work closely with architects, engineers, and contractors to help teams speed design updates, improve documentation, and better track project status. We do that with a couple of Capturx products, Capturx for Autodesk Design Review and Capturx Forms for Excel. With Capturx products, teams can collect data at job sites directly on printed CAD drawings and paper forms, like these, using a digital pen, like this. They get the normal paper records of changes and variances to as-built and punch list items and project issues, and the information is also digitized and stored on the digital pen. When they connect the pen to their laptop on site or to their PC in the office, Capturx software automatically integrates the red lines and notes back into the original Autodesk and Microsoft Excel files. They can then document and share project changes and updates with their team without having to scan, send, or wait for the data on paper to be re-entered into the original computer files. Let's start with a quick demo of Capturx for Autodesk Design Review. I'm going to start off with the Autodesk Revit Hotel 5 printout book. So this is a printout series that I've made from my office printer. It's tabloid size, and here's one of the pages here, which is an elevator shaft from the Hotel Revit book. If you look carefully in the background of this design document, you can see that there's a faint series of dots, and that's the digital watermark that's created by the Capturx software and can be read by the digital pen. But for the teams in the field, they don't have to focus on that. They simply take the digital pen and they can mark up the design as they ordinarily would. So for example here, I can circle that there has been a quick issue that has been found. So it's as easy as that. In addition to marking up with basic red lines, teams can also use the Capturx Action Palette, which is an extension of some of the common markup features within Autodesk Design Review, where we can actually go ahead and create specific types of markup features that will get integrated directly into that Autodesk file itself. So within the Action Palette itself, it's also printed with that unique series of dots in the background, and those series of dots have been encoded around specific functions so that we can actually go ahead and create those specific features by using the digital pen on paper, just as if I were working with a mouse on my computer screen. So I have the pen, and here I'm going to go ahead and create a callout. So I simply check on Create Callout, and I go down to my design drawing, and I'm going to circle an issue, and I'm going to write that this is broken, the way teams ordinarily do today. For the next thing, I'm going to simply change color, and I'm going to change the color to blue, and now I'm going to draw a quick rectangle around an issue that I want to highlight, and here's my blue highlight. So that different color could be for a different team member. And finally, based on a lot of the feedback and changes in this document, I'm going to actually put a rejected stamp. So we have the standard stamp symbols that come with Autodesk applications. So I'm going to click on Rejected with my digital pen, and that tells the pen that the next thing I create should be converted into a giant rejection stamp. So I take the pen and I write REJ, and that will be my rejected stamp on the very design drawing itself. I'm also going to move now to Capturx Forms for Excel, and what I have here is a new punch list item form. So these are a bunch of forms that I've printed out on ordinary paper with my office printer, and they're printed from forms that I've designed in Excel, and I have a clipboard and a stack of forms that I'm going to mark up with a digital pen. So I start off with item number, so this is going to be 325. The level number is going to be level 2, and the room number is going to be 201, and the room name is an office, and the date is 3309, and I'll say it's on the north wall, and the contractor responsibility is going to be Schneider, and I'll say we need to replace the face plates. You can see my handwriting is not terrific. Must be completed by 3709. And then here's a quick signature that's been captured, and then another signature down here. And I'll also want to check off that this is both part of an existing change order and also something that requires a new change order. It's as easy as that. So the information has been captured on paper, as it ordinarily is, so I always have that paper backup copy. But I've also stored that information on my Capturx digital pen. So when I can connect my pen back into my PC back in my office or my laptop back on my trailer on site, I have immediate access to the digital data. Let's go take a look at that. So now when I dock the pen, the information that I wrote in the documents has been stored on the pen, and the pen also has stored the digital watermark for the specific files that I wrote on. So now when I connect the pen will automatically go to Capturx, and we'll have Capturx open up that specific file. And then Capturx will go ahead and take the redline markups that I created, and we'll create those as new features and redline markups specifically within that native Autodesk file. So here you can see in the center, I've got the basic issue that I circled before, but I've also created some specific features. So on the right, I can zoom in and I can see the callout that I created with broken. So you can see this is a specific callout that I can move around and manipulate within the Autodesk file. You can see that the handwriting has been converted from handwriting into digital text with broken. Right below it I can see the blue rectangle which I created, and if we look down below I can see the rejected stamp that I created using the digital pen, which is now a rejection stamp feature within that Autodesk file. So all the changes are native within the Autodesk file itself. So I can email the file around to people, I can take the file and I can post it up into collaboration software, and anyone who has Capturx software doesn't will be able to see all the changes and search the files, for example, to see digital text such as broken. So from here, I'm going to go into the Capturx Forms for Excel. So Capturx Forms for Excel works as an add-in within Excel. So as you can see here, I have the basic punch list form that I created before. Capturx is an add-in that sits within the toolbar of Excel, and all we do is enable any form that I've designed to be marked up with a digital pen, and then have the information in each of those cells that's been handwritten converted into formatting for each of those cells. So with Capturx, you simply design and lay out a form, and then I simply print it with Capturx. And when I print it, Capturx will go ahead and lay out that unique series of dots, and that unique series of dots is what the pen read as I was writing and filling out that form. And you can see over here that I've got some data that I just created that I'm going to import. So I click on Import, and clicking on Import will go ahead and create a new worksheet for that specific form, and we'll go ahead and actually convert all the digital data and the handwriting into digital data. You'll do all the right formatting and open up a Capturx review pane on the right so I can quickly see the original handwriting and make any edits that are required. So I can see the number item, the level number, the room number. I can see a description, replace the faceplates and the dates, and the wall, for example, is it north, east, west, or south, which I've defined as drop-downs. I can see the description of the work that needs to get done, another date, and the signatures down below. At any moment, I can always go back and I can see the original ink. So here's replace the faceplates, and then the information of when the project must be completed by. So I can take this and see the ink view, or I can see the converted data view, and then I can also go back and at any moment I can go ahead and see a data summary of all the data I've collected from either an individual or multiple team members in Excel, which I can use for my own analysis within Excel, such as being able to quickly sort and see all the issues, for example, that are applied to the north or west walls, or that I can hand off to my IT department for integration into other applications for project management or project tracking. So there you have it. Capturx Products helps engineers, architects, and contractors quickly collect, document, and share important information with project teams. With Capturx, there's no more paying or waiting for project issues and design changes on paper to be sent, scanned, or transcribed. Capturx helps reduce the risk of project delays, rework, and litigation with immediately accessible status reports and redlines from job sites. And Capturx helps teams get paid sooner with well-documented change orders, as-builts, and percentage of completion reports.